So I get asked all the time, do robot vacuum cleaners work? Well, let's cut the dust bag open and see. Wow, there's a lot of fine dust. Wow, this thing's been doing a good job of vacuuming up. So we've got some of the test stuff in there, but there's a whole bunch of dirt and debris. And hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today we're going to do the 3-month real-world test results and how to do all the maintenance on the Mova Mobius 60 robot vacuum cleaner. Now, I did purchase this with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. This will be my honest opinion. In this video, we're going to do all the cleaning. We got to clean filters, clean the docking station. Then I'm actually going to talk about how it actually did. I did use this for over 3 months. At the end of the video, I'm going to give it my 3-month scoring on hassle-free, pet hair, corner sweep, vacuum and mopping, overall score, and I'll tell you whether it's a buy it now, a wait for a deal, or skip it, or the ultimate rare trophy, which is the gold standard. Now, if you want to find the quick and easy way to find all the robots that I approve of, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. Also, all the tools I'll be using, you can find them on my website. I got a maintenance and cleaning, filters and all of that, but mainly the tools and stuff you can find on my website, justadadapproved.com. If you click on a product to purchase it on my website or in this video, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. I am an affiliate with Amazon. Okay, so the Mova Mobius has got a really big docking station. This is the robot that can exchange the mop pads. Now, I'm not convinced we need this, but at least it works very well. This is a very well-designed robot. Now, the robot part of it is actually very phenomenal, but it's kind of a bigger base station. There's an arm that can change the mop pads for different rooms, and it works very well. The mop pads just aren't very distinguishably different. Like, one's for mopping up water, one's for general cleaning, and this has got like thermal pad or something to retain the heat better, but I can't tell a difference during the testing. And over there, that's the Dreamy Matrix 10. That's its brother. And you can see it got a wait for a deal. I imagine that's what this one's going to get. Okay, we start off the video with cleaning. It is done 47 cycles, 33,000 square feet, almost 5,000 minutes. Here's a global cleaning we can see. It's done a pretty good job. It doesn't have a dirt detection sensor, so it cannot sense where dirt is. It has a camera that can sense where dirt is, but it doesn't have the dirt detection sensor when it sucks the water up into the dirty water tank. I love that feature, and I wish it had that, but it doesn't. So as we can see, there's been some reds. A lot of these times are just, it's bothering me so that I tell it to go home, but it actually, I haven't had a big hassle factor with it. Like, it typically works. Now, sometimes these rooms get closed off, and that's why it missed the rooms, but man, this thing, it's not been I just haven't had to mess with it. Like, it just works. Okay, so let's turn the robot off. The clean water, dirty water tanks, I'm going to show you a trick. We're going to clean those. Mop pads, they're getting a little worn. This unit did come with extra ones. These, it's going to get kind of expensive to have to buy all 6 of them. But you can see, yeah, but the nice thing is you can just they're held on with Velcro and just throw them in the laundry, and that kind of freshens them up. Gives you a little bit more life out of them. Now, this arm does have to be up. That's typically the position it goes in whenever it's not being used. Pull this down here at the bottom. There's a little handle. That's the dust bag. You need to replace this about every 2 months. We are going to cut it open. It's pretty full. Let's grab a new one and let's slide it in. Now make sure that and that area is flush and that's kind of seated. Here's the solution tank. Now this one actually has been using this solution quite a bit. It's almost empty, or it might be empty. I put my solution in the clean water tank. This one has used a little bit of it, but not much. It's really hard to tell it to use that solution. I mean, it just uses it. They don't give us much information on how it uses it. Now down here, it's been doing a relatively good job. We do have to take this out. I have found just cleaning this with a wet rag is the easiest thing. There is a procedure in the app where you can have the robot docked and it'll do a cleaning, but it doesn't. It just puts water down here and you have to scrub it. So I've just found that kind of wiping this off, but Overall, it's doing a relatively good job. There's where it auto empties. So not a whole lot of maintenance down there. We're going to take this to the sink and clean it. Let's reinstall this. The arrow goes down. Put the top in. Make sure you click it into place and it's flush. So I get asked all the time, do robot vacuum cleaners work? Well, let's cut the dust bag open and see. Wow, there's a lot of fine dust. Wow, this thing's been doing a good job of vacuuming up. So we've got some of the test stuff in there, but there's a whole bunch of dirt and debris and long hair. But it's nice and sealed. That's what I like. Now you're just going to throw that away and install a new one. There's some sensors to clean on the robot, the front sensor, and there's little side sensors here. This is just a dust-free cloth. We can see it's not too banged up. Side brush, we're going to replace it. Another sensor. Around back, this is also a sensor. It's got some scrapes on it. There's where it auto empties the dustbin. Nice big opening. Make sure it's not clogged. All right, let's take the dustbin off. No, haven't had any problems with the lid staying on. Now, we want to make sure there is some stuff caught here around the auto empty part. So you should clean this every couple weeks. I've kind of neglected it for a while. It's going to be really dirty. Grab it. It is reusable. So we're going to take this to the sink and clean it. This is in not too bad a shape, actually, other than just this. You got to make sure this flap. There's nothing around this flap. All right, let's flip the robot over. Here's the mop pads. Look like we got just some powder in there from cleaning. These are just held on with Velcro. Again, throw that in your laundry or replace it. When you put the new one on, make sure you engage the Velcro everywhere. It's kind of a trick. These are the floating type of mop pads. We'll wipe this down. That's not in too bad a shape. Wheels are free. Let's clean the sensors. Here, 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 and there. The carpet sensor is in good shape here. It's free spinning wheel. And these wheels, these wheels are in good shape too. Okay, now let's do the main brush. Now we can clean these or replace them, but they're in pretty good shape. We'll clean them. Pinch these tabs, rotate that, and then we're going to take these off. Okay, we're going to clean. There's that dirty impedes performance. So pull this off. Now set this to the side. I'm not going to wash this part. We'll get a rag and wipe this down. I got a new side brush. Now this can be probably the trickiest part of the whole procedure. It's this Phillips. It's a #1 Phillips. And it's tightening the new one on. These things can fall off. They do get a little bit of hair wrap under them sometimes. So the new one that's got like a gear, put it on. Now you want to hold all this and you want to tighten this down really tight or it'll just fall off. Keep your old one in case you need the screw. All right, turn. Oh man, that's tight. But you don't want to break that, so it's tricky. Okay, so here's a cleaning hack. This is the world famous Just a Dad cleaning brush from Walmart. And I like to use Scrubby Bubbles. You do have to clean these tanks. They do get extremely dirty. This helps kill the odor. Make sure you wash that seal, and that seal's in good shape. What you want is this brush just works the best for scrubbing all of this. Now when you're all done, now I don't do this every time just when I clean it, but I do rinse them out. But after I rinse them out, I get an Effordent tablet, put it in there every time, and then as it fills up with dirty water, it kills the odor. Here's the Shark Vac Mop solution that I use, again, on my website. You can find all this stuff on my website, justadadapproved.com. Okay, this is probably the funnest part that I do. This is reusable, and it gets extremely dirty. But the hardest part is letting it dry. It takes a day for it to dry, so if it's summertime, put it in the heat, but if it's winter, you may have to put it on a register. Okay, let's clean all these. I like to let these soak. Dawn dish soap works really well, getting the dirt and the grime off. This brush just works great for cleaning everything, and you'll be amazed how much water comes off of these. Again, you have to let these dry too, but I'm going to show you a little hack that we can get these things cleaned up or dried up quicker. Because if you're like me, I'm kind of always in a hurry. Don't forget the little filter. It's not in too bad a shape. Yeah, Really, really dirty. Okay, so if you're like me and you're in a hurry, you can speed the process up with this blower, mini blower. Now you may have some fur. This is a wire brush. And if you've got some fur on there, not fur, but like carpet fuzz, this will get that off. Back over to the robot, grab a towel that's wet, wipe this down. Looks like it's doing a pretty good job. Now there's a membrane. This is a really thin piece of plastic that connects this. If you damage that, it ruins the robot. So you have to wipe, it gets dirty, wipe it, but just be super careful. Now this will get pretty dirty from brush rollers. And then I like to take my blowgun, step it down a notch. Okay, let's reassemble this. Now this is the all orange one, even though they're both, or one has black brushes on it. So the orange one goes on the orange one, and I need to let it dry a little more. But rotate that a little bit and snap it onto place. Black one, rotate it, snap. Find the arrows. There's going to be 2 arrows. Line up the arrows over here. Can be a little tricky. Go in at an angle. You may have to rotate these. This should be flush. Make sure this is out of the way. Put your feet, front feet in first. Wiggle. This can be kind of tricky. Sometimes the brush gets in the way. Snap it into place. Verify that one. Sometimes that one doesn't snap into place. Mop pads, I didn't have to do anything with mine, are in pretty good shape, so. I've got a spare filter. Put the feet on and then rotate it until it clicks into place nice and flush. I just blew this dry. It's in really good shape. Put it in. Make sure the lid goes on. Nice and flush. And down here, don't forget the, oh, we forgot to clean that. Open the door, you have more access. And then just kind of agitate it. And then it's easier, this is a really wet towel. Just go in there and wipe all that dirt out. And wipe here. That's just the easiest thing to do. And then put your filter down. Good to go. Okay, turn the robot back on, or if you dock it, it'll turn it back on, but you can press and hold the power button. So let's go and reset the maintenance reminders. Accessory usage. Filters, I did replace it. Confirm. That resets the timer. Side brush, I replaced it. It said it had half the life left, but main brush, I hadn't replaced it, so I won't reset that timer, but I did clean it. Sensors, I would do this about once a month. Mop, dust bag, all those are as needed, so we're good to go. Okay, it's time for the scoring. So it looks like this thing's hassle-free. I never had to mess with it. Hair, pet test, and it's also easy to set up and it's easy to maintain. Had no problems with this thing. Cleaning, auto empty works great. Corner sweep is amazing. Now, vacuum and mopping, it doesn't have a dirt detection sensor. So I wish it did. That way it would go back and remop areas. But other than that, it does a really good job. Clutter test, this thing hardly ever gets stuck. Does a good job of avoiding. Overall score is way over 4, almost 5. It's going to be, but here's the deal. You would think with this many high scores, you could almost get a gold standard, but do we need it? So it's a wait for a deal. This is an excellent robot. Do we need this? I have not found this improves the actual cleaning of my home. Now, again, this is a wait for a deal. This is the new Just a Dad approved sticker, but wait for a deal. So this is an approved robot. If you want to get it, you can get it. And there is a price point where it becomes a good buy. See, I'm checking Amazon right now. It retails for almost $1,700 now. That's that's too much. It's a great robot. Don't get me wrong. A Mova V50 or a Dreamy L50, does, about the same job. It's just this, it comes down to, do we actually need this? Is this really cross-contamination? Like you only want these pads to clean your bathroom and these to clean your kitchen. They don't seem like they have a distinguishing feature that like actually does a better job of cleaning. So, but if this thing goes down, this is about $1,000 robot. It's a premium robot. Even though you have a big base station, I like that you get bigger water tanks, which is nice. It's easy to clean. The robot actually does a really good job. It's just, it comes down to, do we need the mop, the one that changes out the mop pads? I haven't seen a need for that. They've got it on sale today for $1,300. Ooh. Again, if you do buy it, like say you go and spend $1,300 on this, well, it is Just a Dad approved, so it's going to meet my categories. You're not going to have to mess with it. It's easy to clean. It's doing a good job. It just comes down to functionality on this. So I've got a new series coming out where we test these robots against their advertisement. So I'll have to look at the advertisement for this one, but I just finished up right there. That's the Curve 2, brand new, January 2026. And I did an advertisement. I did a catch up because it showed it in the ad. And did it actually clean it up? It actually did. And I just finished up with the Aqua 10. He's in timeout right now. He didn't do so good. Did the Narwhal Flow, the Mova Z60, their mop roller. I just finished it. Also with the 3-month real world test. So again, mop rollers are the future. These are well-established designs, and it shows. Like this is probably a Gen 4 or 5. Like it's just been very well refined, and it shows. Mop rollers might be the future. They do clean a little bit better, but they're Gen 1. So hopefully 2026, we see some really good examples. The Roborock Curve 2 is actually off to a great start. So again, same thing. I want to give it a sticker right now, but it's got to come to my house, and I got to live with it for 3 months and see exactly how it does. Now, you'll see they have the Just a Dad sticker on it. That's just to show that it's at my house. I have possession of it. I'm testing it. You're going to see a bunch of videos with just that first sticker. That's just like my logo. It's just to show you that it's here. I'm being tested and it's being worked on. Again, my promise to you is I'm going to purchase these robots with my own money. That way I can say whatever I want about them. And I'm going to come from it from a common sense standpoint. When I take these to my house, did I feel like I wanted to throw it out the window? This one was a pleasure to deal with, and it works. There was some kind of complexity to it, but it looks like it's very well designed. So again, my promise to you, when I put this on it, when I put this sticker on it, my promise to you is it's going to have all the videos. And this will be a very important video for you. And I hope when you make your decision, it'll have the unboxing, how to set it up, the review. I'll compare it to its closest competitor, which is the Dreamy Matrix 10. And then I'll take it to my home, three months, do this video, and you can see for yourself. Before you spend $1,300, watch those videos, and then you can see for yourself. And when it shows up on my website as, hey, this is Just a Dad approved, those videos back up my website. So the website's the easiest place to go to and find this information. I'll have the scorecard. I'll have my data sheets. Because when I first unbox them, I do like a baseball card. I do the basic data points. I don't get super specific on all the data points, but the ones that matter, the common sense ones that are going to just help this robot day to day and distinguish it from others. So again, if you found this video helpful, leave a thumbs up. Check out my website. When a robot goes on sale, like if this one goes on sale for like $900, I'll send an email out saying, hey, it's a Just a Dad approved robot and it's on a really good price. So sign up for my email list, justadadapproved.com. The new website, which is coming, will have all these maintenance filters. Right now I've got the tools and the upgrades and the solutions. But the new website's going to have like, hey, if you bought this, it's going to have, here's the filter, here's everything. All of those will be affiliate links though. But I just want to help organize this in information that's quick and easy for you to get to. It's just, I do this for a living. So I want to get this information out there for you. But again, if you purchase any of the products in my video on my website, those are affiliate links, and I do earn a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these videos. My job is to get you the best robot at the best price. I don't want you wasting your good money on a bad robot. And there's bad robots out there. Like if you spent $1,700 on this, you can get a robot that cleans just as good for about $900. So unless you really want that, I don't know if we'll see many more of those. Although Roborock did have one at CES. Let me know what you think of the mop pads that change. So Thanks everybody. Like, subscribe, justadadapproved.com.